So last week we talked about the Phantom. And the Phantom is a traditional paint car, and this week we received quite a few bodies from Bittydesign. So let's pull out the Phantom again.
Alright, so we got something like this. Well, it's a bit hard to see, isn't it? These really look like Phantom too, ghost bodies.
So that's is this identical to the original body that you can remember?
It looks very similar, so it's got that very early Can-Am style look,
Yeah.
open canopy.
Yeah. So, and I guess this is the new interpretation from Bittydesign, which brings it more to a more modern, more performing, actually.
Well, it would be
body.
because the cars these days actually travel a lot faster, so they've changed the realistic dimensions. A bit like some of those really fast-looking slot cars.
That's
you know,
right.
They're mainly just a big wing.
That's right.
That's why it's got the big wing there.
As you can see, originally in the 80s, there was still the idea of making them look like real cars.
Yes.
The drivers. So you had the driver here,
Yep.
like most of the Tamiyas actually.
Yes.
And they do look like more like a real kind of Le Mans type car, isn't it? Something like that.
Yep.
And then today we move to
This style. Yep.
Okay. So you can see the driver is now hiding in there.
Yep.
And a lot more aerodynamics involved. You can see all these fins here. That's to actually reinforce the.
Well, it is really
body.
stiff, isn't it?
It's very stiff. The wings on the side are really high.
Yep. Yep.
And all is designed to actually be able to cope with much higher speeds that this car will go to.
Which is perfect because this is a four-wheel drive, and since we're putting a 2.5 ton motor in it, it's going to fly.
And Flinders Street is going to fly really high.
That's right.
So, and then we have paint car bodies for more realistic looking cars.
Well, this particular one here, we've got this McLaren look,
Definitely.
which is really cool. Okay, so if we pop that on top.
Look at
Oh,
that.
look
Look
at
at
that.
That's
Oh, I think that's a winner. That's a bit of a winner, isn't it?
That is the winner. So I think we should have a field of those at the velodrome.
We should.
12 of those
We
at the
should.
velodrome, and we could do a run with this body and a run with the traditional body.
We're going to put your Phantom on the velodrome.
Maybe.
Oh,
Maybe. You'll have to come to see.
I'll be there for sure.
You will
won't be able to keep me away.
Are you guys going to take colour requests for this one too?
Color request.
Colour
Ooh.
requests.
And this is another more traditional. I think it's actually more for. I think this body fits more the mini chassis really. But I think
yeah,
you
the
can make
wheelbase doesn't quite
the wheelbase
work, does it?
quite line up really. So we grabbed them on the way in. I thought that we had another one. So anyway, this will probably fit as well.
Well, it's still an option, isn't it?
Still definitely an option really.
Oh, but I reckon this is definitely a winner.
So
that's a
BJ is
winner.
going for that.
That's a winner. But I mean, I like that 12 scale too.
So it depends. Yeah, very different style, but this is more like a realistic car. This is going to make a mini McLaren 720.
We'll have to do both, I think.
I think we'll have to paint both, plus the original one. So
How good would that be?
we are taking a request for colours. So one of those three will have to be the original Phantom colours. That's
Yes.
kind of greenish, white green, light
Yep.
green days on the box.
Yep.
And the other one will be up for suggestions. So let's see if anyone has any ideas on what colour we could make, and that could be
So nice.
three different option bodies.
I really like them.
So here are all Lexan bodies. So for those who don't know, most of the cars, the racing bodies, they come clear.
Yep.
Because you can paint them the way you want.
Yes.
And
And you
generally,
paint them from the inside.
exactly. Generally speaking, you paint them from the inside here.
Yep.
So basic process is you give it a good wash, so it's
Yep.
clean. You don't have any fingerprints.
Yep.
Then you put your window masking. So where you want to have your clear parts, you put some masking tape.
Yep.
Effectively.
Yep.
And normally they come pre-cut, so you know exactly which part to mask.
Yes.
And at that point, you can start coloring.
Hmm.
Can be one color. If you want to do
We
multiple colors,
One colour's a bit boring.
is definitely be boring. You can use either traditional masking tape and do some
Yes.
stripes, or mask off, for example, the front part, and so you
Yep.
do front and back differently,
Yep.
or all kind of different combinations. Or you can use liquid masking.
Yes.
We have a couple of videos on YouTube.
You can do some more complicated things like
that's right.
flames and
Exactly.
all sorts of designs.
And then once you're finished, it will be all nice and shiny on this side.
Yeah. So one of the other benefits too is by painting on the inside, you got protection from scratches
Yes.
because it'll scratch the outside rather than take the paint off. And then the clear also acts as a clear coat, so
It
it
will
gives
be
that
very
real,
shiny.
Yep.
Very, very shiny.
Really high depth.
Yes. Very,
Yeah.
very, very shiny. So, what else? Do we have any question on car bodies? We haven't talked about those much recently.
No, we haven't.
That was a good opportunity as we received a big delivery from Bittydesign this week.
But this is really nice shape.
We had we thought talk about bodies. Yeah, this is definitely good shape. As you see, Bittydesign in the last couple of years have invested a lot in actually designing these body shells with lots of engineering. So as you can see, these cars here, let's pop back on the top camera, there's so much detail. And this detail is to make it look realistic but also functional. So the wheel arches are always a critical spot because as you crash at the front here, this part tends to crack. So they put some extra ribbing, which looks like an air venting. But it does produce much stiffer body. So as you can see, here it's very stiff.
Because normally you'll be cutting across the top here, and this is the flexing point just across there.
That's correct.
Same with this one.
Same for this one. So we have this kind of ribbing, which is air venting, which makes it very stiff. And all these geometries here are also designed to reduce the flex that you have at the body. So when you travel at high speed, the wind is gonna kind of make the body deflect, and the front part is gonna lift. If that lifts too much, air goes underneath the car, and your car will fly off. Like happened to my GT at the first round in the velodrome.
We chopped up the back of it to let the air out, and it was all good.
That was all good again. So lots of engineering. Keep seeing here all the details. Lots of ribbing, lots of venting. Like the engine opening here. Lot of nice detail up here too.
Even the hinges here for the doors.
Definitely. Definitely. So lots of thinking. And just swap to this one. We should. There we go. Look at this one.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's really cool.
That's cool.
So you got even here. You got the fuel caps. All this kind of step down ribbing here.
Good stuff.
Looks like we've already got one colour request for the Phantom.
What's that?
Candy Apple Red.
Candy Apple Red.
Oh,
Ooh,
yeah.
That's that good one.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's an option.
Yep.
Let's put it there. Very good. Excellent. Well,
they're good, aren't they?
they are really good. So I think we can pack this one here for today.
I mean, there was that time when Tamiya made the best bodies. I mean, you look at these are the same quality.
Absolutely superior. So Bittydesign is manufacturing in Italy. So they're producing some really high quality products in limited quantity. So they're kind of virtually handcrafted, really.
Yeah.
That is obviously vacuum forming, but it's not mass produced in China, Taiwan. They're kind of made in a smaller factory in Italy. There's a guy that put in the Lexan sheets and then vacuum form them, pull them out, chop them up, try again.
It's all about the human element, isn't it?
So yeah, definitely. So
this brings out memories, doesn't it?
this brings some memories as we're talking about pancar bodies. So there's some similarities here.
Well, this one's a little bit bent now.
That's a bit bent. Had some.
It had some
moments.
high speed action.
Definitely.
Yep.
So that is before and after.
Yes.
But we thought to bring this up as we should be talking a bit about the velodrome.
We should be, because we all know the velodrome's coming up, but
Coming up very soon.
everyone probably had an idea of some projects.
That's right.
But I think everyone's probably calmed down a bit too much, and we should start thinking about it again and
Definitely.
making some special machines.
We have some good ideas. We haven't started executing either, so
No.
we need a bit of pressure from everyone here
That's right.
to start producing something.
Yes. But this was one of the wacky ideas that Brett came up with.
That was really good fun.
Yep.
And this actually performed really well.
Surprisingly well.
At that speed, so 3S on a Mini, on a 3.5 turn motor, wasn't it?
Was it 3.5?
Or 4.5, something like
Yeah,
that.
something like that.
Something really, really, really fast. Obviously the problem here were the tires, the normal Mini tires would explode, so we managed to find some foam tires.
Yep.
It's pretty difficult to find for, actually let's put a top camera so we can show all this. It's pretty difficult to find some foam tires for the Mini. And he had to cut all this here to make fit this type of body to get a bit more
Yep. So
aerodynamics.
got the shocks poking through the front. So it's a bit of a Frankenstein, but it's a bit of a performance Frankenstein. Let's take this off, because the other thing that's really interesting, let me get this off. Alright, so those who are in the know, if you look at this gear combination here,
It's almost 1-to-1, isn't it?
that's right, you notice that this gigantic pinion here is just a little bit smaller than this tiny spur. And that's how all the speed's happening. The spur's probably seen some happier days.
Yeah, I think the Spurgear surprisingly ran really well for a couple of races.
Yes.
And I think give in, then
Yep.
put another one in.
Yep.
I think he lasted another race or two,
Yep.
and I think it was the end.
Well, as long as it lasts the The
3 minutes.
restoration, it's all
Yes,
good.
That's right. That's right.
But that's what you got to do when you want to go extremely fast. It's held up really well.
So this is really good. So we're looking forward to see this again. So I guess we should be trying to source some more foam tires actually.
Yes. Yes.
So for the Mini. So
Yep.
we'll definitely be back with this one and other cars. I think my GT will need a bit more speed. I
Yes.
think it can handle
Oh, we can do that.
a lot more speed actually.